No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. And today we're doing something new that we never did before. We're interviewing a dude who's known for leaving comments on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Prodbyzaqq.
Prodbyzaqq. So we're saying that and not produced by Zach.
I'm Zach. I'm ZAQQ.
Yeah, let him know, bro.
Everybody knows me as Prodbyzaqq on Instagram. I got stuck with the handle when I got verified.
Right.
I need that Instagram plug. So it changed me to just ZAQQ or whatever.
But that's not available?
It's not. Somebody took
assume,
it.
right?
They got like 2 followers.
Really?
I've been messaging the page for like 3 years. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You want to introduce us to your friend
This
here
is
as
my
well?
boy RJ Hope. He's on all my songs. I tagged him in my recent post. We got music videos, like 3 videos.
Right.
New one just dropped today.
Today,
Music video.
yeah.
Confessions music video on my YouTube channel.
So
you know.
over the years, there's been a few people that can kind of come to mind that sort of rose to notoriety by like leaving obnoxious Instagram comments over and over. But I feel like you've kind of taken it further than anyone I've seen, where you were essentially unknown when all this started, right?
Yeah.
And then you just, was it Kanye's comment section that you first got noticed in?
I mean, 3-4 weeks ago, Kanye shit really blew up.
Right.
Took it to the next level, you know. But I mean, so I have this little catchphrase like the go no cap,
Go
you know.
no cap, yeah.
That's been my thing. I don't know what made me start saying it, but
what is it, the go?
The goat, no cap.
Oh, right.
Like,
Okay,
he's
sorry.
the goat, no cap.
Okay.
So like a year and a half ago, I just started like saying it, like in real life type shit. And then there was a point where, you know, it was like Instagram, and I was like, bro, this guy to go no cap, this guy to go no cap. And I just started saying, it's like, you know, people drop fire emojis.
I think you were giving me some of this treatment even
was.
before you
I
became
was.
famous.
Oh,
Okay,
for
yeah.
sure, for sure, yeah.
And you're kind of seeing it, and you're like, you know, you think, oh, that's nice. But then you just sort of like move past it, you know?
It's a catchphrase. And then,
But it's
you know.
actually facts, though.
So
like
people,
he's speaking facts.
people think you're just slobbing Kanye's knob,
That's-
but
yeah.
actually you're just sort of reiterating your personal brand.
Facts. And I made a music video three weeks ago, not even, to go no cap music video. And it's just kind of me on some like trolling, you know, because people have been like, oh, like fuck the goat no cap, like they're not fucking with it or whatever. Some people, not all of them. And I was like, well, I'm gonna just like
it's giving
video.
them attention, you know.
Right.
So I was like, I'm gonna just reinforce this. Let me just make a music video called The Goat No Cap.
So you were already verified?
For 2 years, yeah.
How did you get verified in the first place? Just putting music on streaming services?
Yeah, I mean, I've been grinding this forever. I've been doing music since I was 12.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay.
Been grinding this out for a long time. We were in a metal band, pretty established in our area in
For a
Jersey.
couple years,
Really?
yeah.
Metalcore, yeah. He would do the screams, I would do the cleans and guitar. I played 6 instruments, you know.
Do you guys get kind of popular? Or?
Yeah,
would
our
say
last
so,
show
yeah.
was sold out.
Wow.
We opened
Memphis
for like
May Fire. We played with Memphis May
I don't know if you
Fire,
ever heard of them.
Palisades, like pretty huge bands.
And
yeah.
people would be beating the shit out of each other.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, my nose is
hell
broken
yeah.
right now because a month ago.
From moshing.
Yeah, a month ago I
yeah.
was moshing and I broke my nose. Somebody hit me or punched me or some shit.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
I got to get that fixed right now.
What's a
But
Jersey mosh pit at a metalcore show like these days in terms
It's
of sheer
dangerous.
Because
It's
I grew up
it's not
on a
safe.
Boston hardcore show, so I've
Oh,
seen
yeah?
like
Wait,
is that where you're from?
all the craziest violence I've seen in my life. I always tell people was pretty much at these shows.
Yeah,
Wait,
like
wait,
I mean,
like, we gotta be honest though, because we just saw like We Came as Romans, and they were like,
Yeah.
it's all about Philly. See, we go to Philly for all
Philly
our shows.
hardcore
South
and
Street,
shit.
TLA, that's where it's crazy.
That's
Especially
next
like
level
Knocked
shit.
Loose, these hardcore bands. TLA, yeah,
okay.
and Philly is where we go for all like the good stuff.
So you're simultaneously a hip hop fan and a metalhead.
not
Oh,
even
yeah.
just those two. I like
Oh, yeah,
all,
everything.
every genre. I used to. If you asked me 6 months ago, what do you listen to? I would have said everything but country. I don't listen to country.
But I respect it,
went,
yeah.
Well, I went to Wildwood, New Jersey, like a boardwalk, right? Like 6 months ago, and I ended up at a country fest by accident, and I was like fucked up,
Oh,
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and I was like, wait, this is kind of hard, bro. So
Right.
like, yeah, now I can literally say I like anything. I'll put on classical, you know what I'm saying, like Chopin and shit, like.
Yeah, my girl plays country around me
like
sometimes.
it?
Well, if I hear a song enough, it'll start to get stuck in my head, and I'll
Catchy,
kind of
like-
start to like it.
Yeah.
But it's more like the overall surrounding aesthetic of it,
Yeah.
like you know, like the
vibe.
sound of it.
Yeah.
Even if the song gets stuck in my head, the sound of it is not what I find really all that attractive.
That's what I always thought.
And the lyrical content is
I'm
just
not
super
even-
Yeah, it's
corny and
terrible,
weird.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
probably the hardest part for me to get into is the lyrics, because
Yeah.
like they think my tractor's sexy. You ever heard
Yeah,
that song?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's- Nah, it's not,
Yeah,
it's not
the
it.
farmers.
They don't make girls like you
Yeah.
every day. It's like, okay,
I don't know
yeah.
about all that.
Literally.
But I'm listening to Pooh Shiesty, and he's saying some shit that sounds
Facts.
cool, even if I can't really
Yeah.
directly relate.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel that. I totally feel that.
Right. Okay. So when did you actually really start to get attention from the comment thing? And when did you realize that you could sort of gain some clout by commenting on everybody's shit?
I mean, I'd say a month ago is when this all really propelled to the next level. I mean, there's literally news coverage. If you type Prodbyzaqq on Google,
Yeah.
there's like articles and shit. Like,
but
so this,
who popped it off?
me. Like I can't say anybody else. I don't know. People are liking my comments.
Right.
And then they go check out my music. You know.
I think when I first kind of got a hold of it was I saw the dude on Twitter who hates me and talks shit about me, but this guy Big Business.
I don't know.
On Twitter.
I just started using Twitter.
He said Prodbyzaqq just got jumped backstage at this Donda show.
That went viral.
And so I recognized the name because I'm like kind of in the back of my head.
You played my
like,
songs on stream a couple times.
Yeah.
See, I knew I recognized the name Slash from my Instagram comments. So I immediately hop on Google and I search Prodbyzaqq. I search on Instagram. I'm like, this motherfucker. Like, this is the this guy got jumped at the Donda show. I'm like, that's crazy. So then I hit you up and you said, no, actually, that didn't happen.
Yeah. So it was a big...
We were going to go.
So was so close to like literally flying out to the Ye Donda 2 live stream in Miami.
Okay.
I was so close to buying my ticket.
Yeah.
And then my phone was blowing up with not just hate, but there was some hate saying like, oh, Prodbyzaqq finna be there.
Like out of pocket stuff.
Yeah, like some threats.
Yeah.
Like, yo, if I see Prodbyzaqq at this show, finna beat his ass type shit.
Anything that you took serious or was it like
no.
random
I don't take
accounts?
I don't take, I mean, I don't really take anything that these, like the hate, I don't take none of that serious. But at the same time, you don't know these people.
Yeah.
So it's like, I was like, I'm not gonna die if I don't go to Miami, so I'm gonna hold off.
Some of these weird ass fashion kids that hang out at Kanye shows and shit are definitely the type of weird ass weirdos that would fucking beat somebody up for an Instagram comment
that's what I'm saying.
just to go viral, just
That's
to
what
like
I'm saying.
be on some
'Cause
edgy
this
shit.
That's what I'm saying. To hop on the whole Prodbyzaqq hate train or whatever is going on.
Right.
Like, I saw people tagging me in their stories at the show. Like, we're looking for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know how serious that is, but I'm not trying to find out how serious that shit is.
But that's cool that the Kanye fandom goes so deep that you could kind of have like you have all these different icons in the story.
Facts.
And the story is so big, the web is so big that you could even be one of the branches in this whole thing.
It's crazy. I feel like a side character. You know what I'm saying? It's like a comic book or some shit. Like,
right. What is the best things that have come about in your life as a result of this newfound notoriety, aside from being on the jumper right now?
I was gonna
I
say.
was finna say No Jumper is like lit because I mean I've been paying to have you stream my shit a couple times out here, you know, and you was rocking with it, but I don't know. Other than that, it's just crazy to see the spike in. I mean, listen, I've been grinding this music thing out since I was 12. You know what I'm saying? Playing guitar and shit, being in bands and shit. So for me to finally be like, okay, I'm putting something out and numbers are seeing it, like that's the biggest positive thing I can take out of this, you know?
Right. You're getting eyeballs on your shit regardless?
Facts. Yeah. I mean, before a little bit, but now it's like a lot of it, you know?
But the metal band isn't around to benefit from this?
We're inactive right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm focusing on Zach right now.
Okay.
And he's focusing on Hope. RJ Hope is like his name, the X in it, you know, HXP.
Okay.
So.
And so these days you can be in a metal band and you can make rap music or
Hell yeah.
and that's
I know
that's
you
acceptable.
interviewed Franz.
Yeah.
We're
yeah.
Attila fans.
Okay, really?
Yeah, we are.
kind of sound like Attila, our band did, you know?
Yeah.
Heavy shit, you know?
That's legendary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I just gotta say, so I mean, this guy here he's been doing this music stuff for so long. He's actually insanely musically talented, not with just making like hip hop, but for the band. Man, he did everything: guitar, bass, drums, piano.
Produced it.
Yeah,
I mean,
everything.
Prodbyzaqq. I got stuck with the username because I was producing,
Yeah.
Really?
making
He
beats.
taught me everything I know.
I
like,
recorded
honestly.
metal, which is like completely different from hip hop. It's like a different world. I don't know if you know much about like producing music.
I don't, but I always think about that when I'm listening to the hardcore that I grew up on in the 90s and stuff. Like, holy fuck, the quality is so bad compared to the way. But now I feel
it's
like
a different.
But a lot of it kind of sounds the same now, I feel like.
I feel
is
like
that an issue?
I could say that about a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a different style of recording.
Yeah.
Like, literally, a band can sound one way live, but depending on what producer you take them to, they're not going to sound like that on the record.
Right.
You know? Like, it's all about production, learning how to do it different ways, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. But I listen to like the black metal shit from the fucking way back in the day. And it's like,
wow.
it sounds like it was recorded straight through a tin can.
Yeah.
But I have like fond memories of this from high school and shit because I was so interested in the whole plot of the black metal community.
Yeah.
But now when I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, this is like
Slayer
unlistenable.
black metal?
No.
Nah.
Because black metal.
Yeah, I
Is that like
don't really
blast
know
beats and
any
shit?
bands, but I know exactly what it sounds like. Like, I hear it in my head.
And the fucking drums.
Slayer sounds incredible compared to the old stuff.
Yeah.
Burzum and Mayhem and all that shit.
Mayhem,
It just sounds so bad. But it was like
Yeah.
raw.
You listen to any new metal? Like
Nah.
None of the just old shit.
Like, I just got out of it at a
I
certain
feel
point.
that. Yeah, at a certain point it sounds kind of recycled.
And sometimes I ask my friends who are into metal and stuff, I'm like, yo, like, you got any like band recommendations for like the really lit bands now? And like, I kind of hear the same thing from them where they're like, honestly, even the best bands now are kind of like a redone version of what you grew up listening to.
We were
It's
just
like we're waiting
talking
for
about
that, waiting for that new wave of shit to come in, you know.
Like, that's the weird thing is that rap is constantly changing and
That's
fluctuating.
what made me get into it so much. I grew up listening to old Eminem and all that,
Shady.
you know, Biggie, Pac, all that. But
like if metal sounds too much not like what they're trying to sound like, then it just kind of becomes like a different genre. It's like they're just sort of stuck in one sound, and that I got over it at a pretty young age.
I feel
to be
like
honest.
2015, 16 is when it was
So
like
good.
plateaued. No, I feel like that's good, but it plateaued, and that's when it was like I'm paying more attention to hip hop, you know?
Right.
Like
yeah.
for
So
me,
even to me, by that point, I was already so fucking over it.
you got to think I graduated 14, so 15 to me, I was like going to Warped Tour
I
before it
graduated
ended.
in 2002. I went to Warped Tour in 1998. I saw Eminem play there.
Oh, that's tough.
I wish.
Eminem.
I was born in '96.
But apparently I didn't like it that much because I didn't keep going. I never went to another one, even though.
But Eminem never came back, huh?
No, I don't think so. They're throwing bottles at him and shit, dude.
Oh my
crazy.
god.
I saw Black Eyed Peas play there too.
Yeah,
That's
that's
iconic.
Pre-Fergie.
Yeah, that's. But were they like headlining? Were they at the top?
No.
So okay, yeah.
They were like a tiny little like underground style like rap group that I had heard them and I thought they were cool because I got their CD from the back of a fucking magazine. You know,
No
you
way.
the
So you were ahead of the
CDs.
curve.
A
little bit.
They weren't that popular, so I
Yeah.
guess I could kind of say that about my Black
Think about
Eyed
how
Peas
crazy
experience.
it is that they went from. You said they were kind of like openers
know.
to like
To
not even
huge.
on Warped Tour's level probably by the next year.
Insane.
No,
level.
not that year. It was many years later when they blew up because that 1998 they blew up.
I was thinking of
probably
Eminem.
2004 something like that.
Yeah.
maybe? I don't know.
Damn, so
Oh
they were
yeah,
grinding it.
Eminem wasn't
Eminem
that
was big like
either.
99.
That was when
2000.
Eminem first
Marshall
came
Mathers
out, but
LP.
it wasn't like a sure thing that this guy was going to be a huge
Like an
star,
icon.
even though he had like a big song at
he
that
was
time.
just like established.
Yeah, that was trippy. But okay, what are the main things that you see people say about you that kind of boggles your mind or that you feel like are worth responding to?
Worth responding to. That's a tough one because I don't really respond to a lot of the people that aren't putting positive energy in. But I'm gonna say, send Prodbyzaqq to Ukraine is pretty crazy to me.
Wow.
Have you seen that?
I didn't see that.
It's
but
a petition.
Oh, you haven't seen that?
Chains.org had to close it down or
Yeah.
whatever because three days it was up, 4 days, got 8K votes. Send Zach to Ukraine.
I'm assuming it was a resounding yes.
Yeah.
Do it.
They
So,
still
like,
say it right
hell
now.
yeah. I mean, my phone's it's on airplane mode right now, but it's probably blown up with send Zach to Ukraine.
Yeah.
Everything I post, send Zach to Ukraine. It's on. That's one of the things that news covered. You
Right.
know, like Kanye West fans like finna send Prodbyzaqq to the Ukraine.
But you're
Front
not
lines.
Ukrainian?
Nah, I'm half Moroccan and my mom's white.
wow.
But I don't know. I guess it was just kind of like Ukraine blew up, like the
Right.
whole war.
You're
thing going on.
trending. Ukraine's
so it's like
trending. Let's send
them
it-
there.
send
So
them
the
there,
petition just whoosh, went up, and then they shut it down.
Yeah, they took it
Change.org.
down real quick.
Hook that down.
There's a lot of things you can't do on GoFundMe or whatever. You can't like raise money
think
for
that's-
criminal expense or for like lawyer fees
Yeah.
for a criminal offense. You can't do that.
Facts.
I would assume that like sending an unwilling participant to a war-torn
would hope.
country
Fuck,
would probably
for
be
my
against
sake.
their terms of service.
Yeah. I don't know, but that's crazy. Like people were making videos on that, TikToks, millions of views.
Yeah.
If you go to hashtag Prodbyzaqq, it's like a lot of it's like send him to Ukraine, and a lot of it's like, oh, he got his ass beat at the Ye concert in Miami,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck is going on
Yeah,
here?
I saw
Right.
that on Twitter because I was on Twitter, like I've been for a while, but he hasn't, and he wasn't on yet. So I was seeing
Just
it
got
on
on
Twitter because he was like, "Yo, people are saying this, good, like look it up."
Yeah.
So I did, and I sent it to
Going
him through
crazy.
screenshot. I was like, "Bro, this is like, I don't know if we
There's
should go
like
to this show."
There's like thousands of tweets.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not only hate though. That's
yeah.
the best part about it is some people are realizing what's
What
going
it
on,
is.
and it's like they come to my page and like, wait, this is like fire. You know what I'm saying? And like they listen to the music, check it out. And then, do you know Anthony Fantano?
I
He's a
saw the
YouTuber.
video he made about you. Yeah.
Shout out
Insane,
Anthony
man,
Fantano.
insane, yeah.
What
I
did you
did-
think of the video?
I thought it was funny as fuck.
was
Especially-
funny, yeah.
Did you watch the whole video?
Yes.
He was like clowning me for drinking milk and shit. I fuck with milk. Like,
Dude, this man and his milk, it's actually
shout out Fantano like on YouTube.
I don't even know if I noticed that part, but he was talking about your milk consumption. How much milk did you drink in the video?
I mean, I went. Do you know
I think it
what
was
Wawa
only
is?
that one shot though of me like.
Do you know what Wawa is?
I do know what Wawa
You
is.
do?
Of course.
Shout
Okay,
out Wawa.
because that's like East Coast shit.
Yeah.
So like,
Love
like I
Wawa.
mean, we go to Wawa like every night or two.
Yeah.
Smoke
Every night
up,
or two.
smoke up. I get me like them protein cookies. Like I get me a protein cookie,
And
and
milk.
I don't feel bad about it, but I'm like getting my munchies on. You know,
I
so
know.
like,
It's like exactly the same amount of calories as a fucking candy bar, but in your head you're like,
And I'm like,
I'm
justifying-
eating something healthy.
I'm like justified in it, and I'm drinking that milk and fucking protein shake. But like, nah. So I don't know. The videos we make like by ourselves,
Right.
you know?
Just me and him. Yeah.
So I produce, like, I don't produce beats now. I'm trying to get away from that, but I, engineer my vocals, taught him how to do all that shit. So we just drink, smoke, make music, and then go shoot the video same night half the time.
Yeah.
You know?
In the freezing cold. Oh, it
so
sucks.
fucking cold out East Coast, and then just make the videos, edit it together, and post it up.
But Fantano's review of your music, it wasn't really good or bad. He was just his opinion was almost that it was just like stunningly average.
Yeah,
kind of
I
like
take
what
that
he
as a
said.
compliment
Hey, man,
because he
yeah.
didn't say I was bad. And
Even
if he said
getting
I was-
to average is pretty hard considering how many bad rappers there are.
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. So for me, average, like, I mean, like, fuck, like, I've literally freestyled like both of them videos, like the songs, like, just
Yeah,
did
just
it. You know what I mean?
freestyle it, yeah.
So for me, I'm like, damn, my freestyles are average. That's fire. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's compared to people's writtens.
Who
That's
knows
how
where
I'm-
you have to go from here?
That's what I'm saying. And I got many different sides to me as an artist. Like, I play 6 instruments. You know what I'm saying? So like, for me to be average in the SoundCloud rap community is like, that's tough because like I know that I'm above average when I'm shredding the guitar up and shit.
Right.
You know. So
And to be fair, Fantano has heard more music than almost anyone and has like a more analytical perspective
I
on
heard.
music. So it's kind of like he might not necessarily be the audience that you're trying to hit. You're trying to go for
Yeah.
that young
And he's been
SoundCloud rap
reaching out.
generation, right? Oh,
yeah,
really?
He followed me. He hit me up. We've been in the DMs a little bit. He's cool.
Well,
Yeah.
because he put part of the song in his video, right? So
But, well, he made a whole video.
did you have to whitelist his channel for that? Because we never
What does
put-
that even mean? I don't
Okay,
even-
never mind. Yeah, but I was just surprised he used a clip of your song in the video because normally that is like a
He
copyright
used 2
thing.
songs.
Oh, well.
So he did a video. The video is called Prodbyzaqq, the goat no cap, with the emojis. Just
Saw
how I
that,
type it. Yeah. So first video was like the goat no cap, the video I made, and that video is just me like having a fucking good ass time. Like you can ask him. I had him engineer my vocals. We pulled up this beat someone sent to me on Instagram,
Right.
and I literally just freestyled that joint in 5 minutes, and then we went out and shot the video next day.
Right.
Uploaded it the day after that. So it was all done. It was like a spontaneous, having fun type shit, like.
That's how it always is. Even with our videos, man. Even the one we just dropped right now, Confessions. It's just
Yeah.
us like smoking, drinking, just
Chilling.
having a good time, man. Like that's all it's
Yeah,
about.
it's
you
almost
know?
like a vlog aesthetic to it,
Mm.
Because
Like,
I'm
we just-
using a vlog camera to make these videos,
See, sometimes I think about that is that in this modern age of music, like how much does it really benefit you as an artist to really think about your music as having to be this big, massive statement about yourself? Like, what if you were a musician and you put yourself more in like the vlogger mind state where it's like, I'm gonna put out, vloggers put out a fucking video a day or every other
Yeah,
day or
totally
whatever, and it's
consistent.
not
Yeah.
like they're judging themselves where each one has to be progressive and new. It's more just like, oh, here's a chunk of my personality, and that's what
Yeah.
I'm giving you as a YouTuber.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I don't know, like, I'm just trying to take all this shit, have fun with it, like, show people kind of who I am, but at the same time not take it too serious because then I feel like you take the fun out of it, and if you take the fun out of it, I feel like the people watching can pick up on that.
Right.
So lately, all the videos have been trying to be good, positive vibes. I want people to watch these videos and feel like they're partying with me.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Just like we're lit, like, let's go crazy.
Yeah,
you
having
know,
a good
like,
time. Yeah,
yeah,
sick shot.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's definitely that's what you want to encourage for sure.
Facts.
And I mean, you got to think to yourself like, what do you want your value proposition to be to the audience? And I think with you, it's not shoot 'em up, bang bang gangster
Ah,
shit. They just
yeah,
want
that ain't
some
me.
good times, maybe some
Yeah.
Instagram comments. I
I'm
don't
just
know.
having
Yeah,
fun
some
making music,
Instagram.
and if people are along for the ride, man, like, y'all family.
Why
know
do you
what I
say
mean?
you don't want to make beats anymore? Given that
I don't
you're-
have fun with it.
Really?
I started off and I was like, this is tough, but then as it went on, I was like, this is too tedious for me. I like feeling like I'm making music right there on the spot. Like, you got to think, I started out playing instruments, so for me, like, I like to just do something physically. I'm not a mouse and keyboard. If I'm doing that, I want to play World of Warcraft. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So like
Right.
for me, like I just want to do the music part of it. And sometimes I'll make a beat for myself if I have to, but I just feel like I'm an artist at heart, not a producer.
And you
know?
get beats from other people, so
People have been sending them lately, yeah. Yeah.
Nice. You got any rappers reach out that want to work with you?
Kid Trunks hit me up a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
Gave me his number and shit. I mean, I got the Fetty Wap follow like a year and a half ago and shit.
Why?
Just grinding on the gram.
Did he try to sell you a verse?
He's Jersey too. No, he didn't. He didn't try. Just hit me up on some yo. Like,
He didn't try to sell you some fentanyl?
Nah, I hope not, bro.
Oh
I was
my
at Rolling
God.
Loud, New York too.
I better never run into that guy. He's gonna be like, that wasn't funny.
I was at Rolling Loud, New York too. So when I seen that on my
him.
phone, I was like, bro, like that's crazy. Like, that's
is.
here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
How are they gonna do that? And I guess Fetty Wap stands for, or is like slang for fentanyl.
I never thought of that.
I didn't even think of
I don't.
It's like
I
same
think
amount
they
of
might have
syllables,
started
too.
calling fentanyl that because Fetty Wap was already a famous rapper and it kind of sounded like it. So like,
Yeah.
that's pretty ironic. They nicknamed the drug after him, and then he apparently got arrested.
Wait, is that
for
like
it.
for real? Or are you fucking with me right now?
No, that's
For real?
just like a joking way. Like, oh, he got that Fetty
Yeah,
Wap.
the Fetty Wap.
Fetty
It's like,
the
you know,
fentanyl. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy. Nah,
weird,
but
weird thing to think about.
were you at Rolling Loud?
Nah.
Nah, I went to New York
Been a
and
while.
Cali.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
went to the last one in New York before the pandemic.
Yeah, we
I
flew
think.
out here to the Cali one in December, right? December?
Yeah.
How was that for you?
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like
Oh, but not where we stayed. Oh my,
we
Crest
stayed in-
line.
You heard of Crestline? It's up in the mountains outside of San Bernardino.
You're so
yo,
isolated.
we each got our phones snatched right out
Oh,
of pocket.
yeah.
I got my phone took twice.
By who?
Who the fuck knows?
Dude, they
Thousands
took
of people got their
everyone's
phones.
phone. Yeah,
Everybody's
everyone's.
phones were
At,
gone.
at the festival. Like,
Yeah,
I
just
promise you, if
pickpocketing,
somebody's
bro.
watching this who went to San Bernardino,
Yeah.
it was
Rolling
because it
Loud,
was on the news, right?
this is like a big operation. They were finding people with trunks open.
Yeah, I
with
have pictures
phones, hundreds,
of just
thousands
phones,
Like,
yeah.
But how'd you get it stolen? Out your hand while you're just standing there?
So okay, so the first night,
First
I
one
had
was
literally-
you. First one was you. The first
First one was
you.
me because it's 3 days Rolling Loud. Day one, the phone was just gone 1 second, and then you got your phone snatched day two, right?
Yeah, but you got yours back in the lost and found on day
I found
one.
it because someone had
Yeah.
dropped it on the ground who snatched it, and then someone picked it up and was like, "Oh my god!" And then they were like, "Oh, it says Prodbyzaqq on Instagram. Prodbyzaqq's phone. Oh my god!" They went to my gram and they're like, "We found your phone." But so I got the back. Then day three, Tyler Yahweh.
Yeah.
I was at his set, turning up, crowd surfing. If you look at the Rolling Loud like video and shit of Tyler's set, like I'm like crowd surfing, and there's a hand that goes into my pocket.
Just takes that shit.
And they're pros at this shit.
Yeah,
so, like,
so good at
like,
it.
bro, it's like butter. It's just gone.
What a bunch of broke bitches.
That's what I'm saying. And then Find My
Jesus.
iPhone, so that shit went to China.
Yeah, mine's in Florida.
Yeah, mine went to China, his went to Florida.
what?
Yeah,
and my
they
boy-
sold that shit.
Where did what's his name? His phone got taken in Nevada.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
most of
Yeah,
them
one of
went.
our boys.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
What a shame.
yeah.
Yeah, it is
How
what
do
it
they
is. But
think
now
of
I got
Max?
the 13 Pro Max. So
Yeah,
we lit, so.
I remember mine getting taken. It was right after Trippy, so we were really high.
Yeah.
And as we're coming out, everyone's leaving, so it's a mob of people. And I'm
Yeah.
obvious, like I felt my pocket, and I'm like, no way. And I felt it. I was, My
Yeah.
phone's not there, and like I'm so reacting so slow. And I look at him, I'm like, my phone's gone, bro. And
Yeah.
we stood in the lost and found like line for hours. It wasn't even there. Like,
Yeah.
There's been a couple places I've been in my life, like for instance Spain and South Africa,
That's
where
sick.
they warn you so hard, like you
Yeah,
will,
they
you will
do.
get pickpocketed here. So
sketch.
wear pants that have a zipper, or take have these little weird belts that you can
Yeah.
put all your possessions in,
Yeah.
so that people
that's why
can't
I got
steal
this.
I
The-
need to-
the
I need to
Rolling
get
Loud-
one of
I
them.
got this at Rolling
Yeah,
Loud because
it.
they.
You got-
It's clear.
He brought this
It's
shit up.
clear, yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart though, because everybody who got those little bags in LA, people assume it's a gun,
Facts.
so
Yeah.
they're not gonna
Yeah.
be able to assume
Yeah.
that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, like in those countries, like you just always have it in mind that you can
Yeah.
get your shit took. It's fucked up that you might
Over
have to
here, it's
apply
like-
that same logic to go into fucking Rolling Loud because people are such dirtbags.
And the
out
crazy
here.
thing is like I got my phone snatched day one of Rolling Loud, and then day three comes, and I'm like walking around like this the
Yeah.
whole fucking time,
yeah.
like trying to make
He
sure
wouldn't even
nobody
give it to me. He
Yeah.
thought they were gonna open my bag up and take it out. I'm like,
So
bro.
and then I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna spend Rolling Loud like fucking skitzing out about this shit. So I'm just like diving on the crowd, and that's
Yeah.
when somebody had snatched my shit,
Right.
But like I don't know. Someday I'm trying to play Rolling Loud. You know what I mean? Like I'm not trying to just be in the audience like only.
Facts.
I think if you've had a No Jumper interview, they'll book you on Rolling Loud.
Yeah.
I've been
believe it.
that's all
commenting.
it takes.
I've been
Yeah.
commenting on Rolling Loud shit. I'm performing, and they're like, "Where?"
Yeah, where?
And I'm like, "Everywhere." Like,
Everywhere.
what you mean? Like I'm performing.
I'm performing everywhere.
You just the founder Tarek.
Yeah, I follow him on Instagram. Never
Definitely,
told
yeah.
him.
Just goat no cap. Just remind him over and over and
You
over.
have
You're the
to,
goat.
yeah.
You'll probably eventually just give in.
Yeah,
Tarek to
yeah.
go no cap.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You already
Like,
know.
Yeah, I don't know. It might work.
I'm trying to pop out to the Miami one, you know.
From your perspective as somebody who's going to Rolling Loud as a fan,
Yeah.
what is your overall like satisfaction level with it? Because I feel like I don't really get a real perspective on it because I'm kind of like backstage and shit, and I'm like, I wonder as a fan how you enjoyed it.
I mean, so I don't just look at it as a fan, but as someone who's played hundreds of shows.
Right.
So like for me, I feel like I'm kind of in the middle between where you're at and a fan.
Right.
So like for me, I'm like, this is fucking lit, and I'm like, oh, that sound guy just fucked up, but that kind of adds to the aesthetic of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Like I think, I mean, Rolling Loud's a good fucking time, you know.
Yeah.
Like I went to the New York one and the Cali one.
Right.
And now I'm gonna be going to the Miami one for the first time. So, I don't know. Rolling Loud's a good ass time.
Like
you know?
for me, it's easy to go to a concert or a show and spend a couple hours watching some bands or rappers or whatever and have a good time. And that the whole thing with Rolling Loud is that it's so much of a good thing that it's kind of overwhelming. You know?
It can be. Yeah.
I see what you're saying, but
3 stages for, with like 12
like,
hours.
oh, we gotta
of
run over to
music.
see Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't
yeah.
know, like even just standing up for that long
Well,
is a
for
whole
me,
thing.
it's refreshing.
Well, you're high or
because,
drunk. You don't really feel
oh,
it.
not even just that. For me, it's like Rolling Loud is my new Warped Tour. I grew up going to
Right.
Warped
True,
Tour, so
true.
for me, that was hot as fuck. And I went to Rolling Loud New York in December, or not December,
October.
and then December was Cali. So for me, it's like this is like a more comfortable Warped Tour. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's just all good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I don't know. I love festivals.
You guys are getting fucked up the whole time that you're out there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, how should I answer this?
That's always the thing in Rolling Loud too, though, is at a certain point you're like watching like some girls get dragged out and you're just like, oh fuck,
Yeah,
people really
a girl
are going
almost
hard.
puked on
dude.
me.
Yeah.
What set was that? Was that Skies?
No, it was Skies. Yeah, Lil Skies. She started. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like opening up the pit, and I'm like, let's fucking
Yeah,
go. I'm
yeah.
ready to metal. You know what I mean? I'm ready to open this shit up. Like, and then she's like, no. Her friend's like, no. She finna throw up any second. I'm like, oh shit. So I'm backing up, opening the pit up,
What?
all over.
He like dabs her up.
and then I
after,
dapped her up right after, and I was like, she was chill.
Did
She was like, I'm good. She started
Really?
drinking again.
Yeah.
It's Rolling Loud.
Yeah,
so like,
it was right
everybody's
before
just
Lil
like,
Skies.
I feel like there's 2 types of people when it comes to puking when you're drunk, and there's people who like just do it, and it's
Yeah.
like that just
That was
fixes
her.
everything
That was this
back to
girl.
life.
Yeah.
Myself, if I'm drinking and I puke,
You're
the
done.
night is over.
Yeah, me too.
The
You won't be
large
smoking?
percentage of the next day is over. Like I cannot function. I would go find a bench and curl up in a ball.
I've never
Yeah.
thrown up from drinking.
Wow.
I don't know. I've gotten to the point where I feel like I'm finna throw up soon, but nah, I don't know.
When I think about the
Maybe I-
times I threw up, it was mostly like drinking and then doing shots on top of a bunch
That's
of
me,
beer,
yeah.
or drinking and then I fucking start smoking a ton of weed, or I start
Yeah.
facing fucking cigarettes.
Green Hill and shit.
That'll fucking do
I mean,
you, know?
but like for me, when that happens, if it gets to that point, I'm gonna just like hiccup the whole night, like, and then everyone's like, "Oh my god, he's about to throw up," and I'm like, "No, I'm not," like, and then yeah, I get thrown out of an
Not
Uber.
even Virginia. When we were in Virginia.
No,
New
I never
Year's
thrown
Eve?
up. I didn't even hiccup that night.
New
No.
Year's Eve.
I mean, you're acting like I remember New Year's Eve.
Yeah, that was
but,
crazy,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that Kanye just like sees your comments
He
enough
reposted
times?
He
me.
has to.
He reposted
He
me
has to.
twice.
And wait, and said what?
Well, it was like a screenshot of my comments, 2 different ones. One was before Donna 2 dropped. I said, yay, we need that Drake feature on Donna 2, and tagged him, Champagne Poppy, on Instagram. He posted that. And then I said, everybody's always like saying Ye's like crazy and all this. So I was like, bro, like Ye's just doing his thing out here. Like everybody's acting like he's crazy. They just don't understand the level of like, artistic like genius that he's on. So he reposted that too. So, I mean, he's seen Prodbyzaqq.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
he said,
whether-
"Thank you for my fans supporting me."
yeah, on the caption.
Wow, look at that. But
Yeah.
are you just like waiting for him to fly you out and like see, like you think
Hell
you,
yeah.
do you
Hell
think you
yeah.
could thrive and last in that sort of Kanye collective world where he's got
I think
like
I need to transition.
writers and artists and musicians and everybody's just working on stuff together? Like I would be so intimidated entering that world. Like how the fuck
I'm
do I
not-
fit in? What am I going to do? A
It
podcast in the
doesn't
corner?
intimidate me because I've been doing this
We've
shit
already
since I
been
was a
doing that with
kid.
Chasing. Chasing
so-
was a
that's
whole.
what I'm
It's a
saying.
band, so
Our
it's
band, but yeah,
it's a collective thing. So it's
this
you-
shit is not overwhelming to me because I mean, to be real, this ain't no accident. Like, I've been grinding this shit out for a long time, tried different ways. What's that expression? Throw shit to the wall, wait till something sticks.
Grind like this to shine like this.
Yeah.
I love that.
said
Never
that?
heard
Somebody
that
said
before,
that.
but I love that.
Grind like this. Oh, is that meat? Grind like this to shine like that.
Oh, yeah.
But like, no, seriously. But I don't know. This isn't an accident, and I've been grinding, trying to get eyes on me, and this happened to be the thing that did it. You know?
Are you religious?
Spiritual. I was raised Christian, but I'm spiritual.
If Kanye told you not to have sex while you were working with him, would you just abide by that?
Sure.
I mean, it might just
That's cool.
it might be the case regardless. Right?
I'd be like, yeah, like why not? Like, I mean,
You might
bro,
just not get laid.
I
Be
mean,
like,
bro,
that's convenient. No.
I mean, bro, it'd be worth it then.
Yeah, music's life, man. Music is life.
Yeah, facts. Nah, yeah, I don't know.
Before all this cracked up, though, would you have seen yourself going viral for the Kanye fandom, or were you just as big a fan of a whole shitload of other artists, and this has just happened to be the one that really took off?
I'm a big fan of a lot of artists. I don't think that I didn't really know what was gonna pop off. I knew something was gonna pop off eventually with the way I've been hustling for years, like playing shows, recording music, hella videos, all different genres. Like at a certain point, something's gonna happen. You know
Something's
what I mean?
gotta go.
So it's like this is just the moment I've just been waiting for.
You
know?
watch that Kanye documentary?
I watched part 1. Watching part 2 tonight while I
Yeah.
while I cook
Golly,
up.
2 and 3 is when it really gets going, but it's
Yeah, 'cause
so
the car crash
inspirational.
and
Yeah,
shit starts
it's
at 2,
fucking
right?
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely
I've been
watching
seeing
that
a
shit
lot
tonight,
of shit.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched part 1 of Genius. You didn't watch any of it, huh?
Yeah, I gotta start from part 1.
It's
Yeah,
nuts.
that shit's crazy. Even just seeing part 1, I was like, damn. Like, cause that dropped like right when this whole thing started blowing up.
It will
So like, I was like, that's cool, you know.
It'll justify you in your drive
Limelight
because
right now.
you're
Yeah.
watching him just have these dreams and this belief in himself, and it's
Facts.
like, you know, it's so strange watching it now, knowing that he really was the
Became
superstar.
the goat, no
Yeah,
cap.
that's-
Like
And then-
real
but,
rap. Like,
but nobody believes in him. Like, and you see it. You see that some people
Yeah.
believe in him, and they
His
believe,
boys
they'll
and
believe
shit.
in him a little bit, but they don't believe in him the whole way, like the way he
Facts.
believes in himself. And then
Facts.
just sort of watch
Yeah.
it. But you also see him getting like really
that's
intoxicated on the fame and,
Yeah.
and everything, and you see
Oh, yeah.
him
Oh, yeah.
being a dick to his old friends and all
That
this
sucks.
shit, and it's just fucking crazy, dude.
yeah.
It's a beautiful thing, man. I don't know. It's insane to see him where he was to be in a spot like us where it's not as huge, and then he becomes this huge superstar. It's just like the
Yeah.
dream, the life, like of just having music. It's
I mean, if you become Pharrell, they're gonna be looking back on this interview in
Yeah.
the Prodbyzaqq documentary,
Yeah.
like, holy shit,
Yeah.
he knew way before anybody else.
I'm confident in this shit because I've been working on it a long time.
yeah, man. He taught
confident
me
shit.
everything I know. Like I wouldn't know anything if it wasn't for him. Like this is my best friend. We do everything together with
Thanks.
music. So I mean,
Yeah, we just be going out with our boys, camera, recording all these videos and shit.
Yeah.
And lately I've been dropping a video every week.
Right.
Every week or two. So right now I'm just applying pressure like crazy, man. Like really just putting that work in, trying to move out to LA in the next year or two.
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Yeah. Fuck
I
it.
think you'd do well out here.
Thanks, man.
I
Appreciate
mean, we
it.
need people who are genuinely excited about the music and what's going on.
That's
because
all I give a fuck about.
There's so many
Yeah.
people that are like, they move out here and they just kind of get burnt the fuck out on everything pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Definitely. What okay. Other artists that you're a massive fan. I feel like the Kanye thing worked because he was never an Instagram guy. Then all of a sudden he just starts going hard as fuck
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Instagram.
insane.
And when he followed all the people and shit, and I was one of the people,
Yeah.
that drove my attention towards him.
Right.
You know?
Because I just feel like Kanye is a person who just will like incrementally just like decide, or intermittently just decide, like, oh, this social network, like this is gonna be my thing
And
for
he
a
just
little while.
capitalized
Yeah,
on
because he
it
did that with
right
Twitter
there.
for a little bit too.
His Twitter was,
Yeah.
he's so good
Twitter
at taking
Kanye.
over the whole conversation.
Yeah,
He's
he
actually
really
laying
is.
low right now in comparison.
He
if you
is.
really
So what-
think
yeah,
about
He
it.
hasn't
Yeah.
been posting much the past week or so.
Yeah.
But I mean, you said what are my biggest inspirations? Like Kurt Cobain, Nirvana, man. That's like my guy. You know what I mean?
Are you in his comments?
Hell yeah. I actually am. He's got an Instagram.
That's what I'm
But-
saying. All
No, I
these
actually
dead
am.
performers have Instagrams now, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, like I like a lot of old Post Malone. You know, Juice, R.I.P. You know, big influence. All that old Eminem, like I was telling you. My shit's all over the place, honestly, though. You know.
Right.
Like I had a grunge band when I was in high school.
A grunge band.
Grunge band.
It
yeah.
feels like
Kurt,
that was a little late in the grunge cycle.
I didn't give a fuck.
By
I just
like
love
15
music.
years.
So I was like 14 with a guitar and a mic, and I was like garage band. You know garage band?
Yeah.
On the Mac, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just
the
make
name
music that sounds
was
like.
Oh, I'm gonna make a garage.
Yeah, I was like, I like Nirvana and shit, so I'm finna just like make a fucking band like that. And then when I became like 17, 18, I was like, fuck it, like this shit's out. Like nobody listens to grunge. Like it's fucking 2014 at the time. So I was like, I'm just gonna do this metalcore shit.
Is that why you came to Chasing?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't want to join at first. Like I didn't even know him.
Yeah.
I knew his other friend because I was in high school automotive shop with him, and he was just like, yeah, my boy's really good at guitar. He could come play with us.
Yeah.
He did not like that music, and eventually he did. Thank God he did, because I mean, you know.
And then I got into the whole. I mean, I've been into like rap, hip hop, and shit throughout my childhood. You know, my mom used to play Marshall Mathers LP in the car and shit.
So good.
Like, then I just kind of did like it's like a full circle moment. You know, started doing hip hop shit like 2018 ish, and I put out a song and it did decent numbers. Got like almost 200K on Spotify and shit, and I had you stream the video on live stream, you know, paid the 100 or whatever. And yeah, I mean, ever since then, I've just been grinding out this fucking music shit, you know?
Right.
I got YouTube friends who put my music in their fucking songs and shit. That kind of gave me a boost, yeah.
Well, like today's song of the day is Prodbyzaqq.
No, not even like that. Literally just intro, outro is my song. And then they put in the link, you know, my fucking song.
That's dope. I always wonder how well it works when people do that. Like,
I got a big
song
boost.
of the day.
I got not that.
Right.
I never done that.
Yeah.
My boy. I mean, it's actually like a homie type thing. It's like I'm gonna just put my boy's song in the fucking description,
Right.
you know,
Well,
and that works.
I interviewed a dude, and then I was watching an older video about something completely unrelated on somebody's YouTube channel, and I see him doing the song of the day thing. And that was the first time that I ever saw somebody do the song of the day promotion thing,
seen that.
and actually like then ended up getting enough notoriety that I actually wanted to
the
fuck
song
with.
of the day.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the song of the day in people's
played
YouTube
out, people
videos,
skip
it looks kind of corny.
Yeah,
you know,
it
it's
does.
like
It does.
you
And
really
it's
gonna
like
make me
clearly
listen to this shit? Like
clearly promotion too.
Yeah.
I feel like it's got to be natural.
And it's like,
Gotta
oh,
be
you're
natural.
watching a YouTube video about fucking Young Thug. Oh, you want to listen to this random
I know,
guy
like,
for a
skip,
minute?
Skip.
Yeah,
I feel like that's anything in entertainment. It's got to be natural. It can't be like that's literally just everything. If it's not natural, people know it's not natural, and they're gonna pick up on that. It's just people want shit that flows.
You got fake
man.
followers?
Nah.
No,
Hell
all
no.
real.
I've been on Instagram since 2014.
Nice.
Really, I got my start on Instagram when we were playing a lot of metal shows and shit, you know? Just I would mass DM people, man. Like DM like
Check out our music.
literally
all
go
that stuff.
through comments of people's related music and be like, hey, I seen you like this, you know, maybe you like this. You know what I mean? I
That's
just put
real
this out.
networking. One by one.
and I made friends out of it too. That's the crazy part. Like people that I still am chill with, you know? So I was really, it's no different than handing out flyers back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I've been grinding this shit. I've been trying every different way that I could to get some sort of exposure.
That's what I respect.
So, and then
I can
this
see
is
the
just
hustle.
this is just what I've been doing lately, and
Yeah.
it's clearly doing something. You know?
Definitely. I mean, there's so many people out there making fan pages, and there's
Yeah.
just
Oh,
like,
and there's
And
hate pages. to me.
Hate
Oh,
pages
about you,
too.
really?
Yeah. Oh my god.
well,
you
they're
type-
gonna have a field day with this.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah. Shout out my haters, bro. Y'all are really my biggest fans, low key.
Facts,
So it's
it really
like,
is.
Let me ask you: did girls swim up in your DMs as a result of this newfound?
yeah, especially recently.
really,
4
they
weeks
can't
ago.
get to Kanye; they want to get to you.
It's not even just Kanye. It's like girls
Anyone.
like girls that I was chill with, and now it's like, oh my god, like let's go here, and I'm
Really?
like, nah, like because you didn't say that a month ago, you know, like, you know, it's just regular shit that happens when shit blows up,
Right.
Like with anybody, regardless of I feel like how it came about, that's just how it goes.
But you know what? I think we had this conversation about somebody recently, and somebody said, "Don't block your blessings." As in, when you get on and girls start throwing pussy at you,
Don't say
don't
no.
be like, "Oh, you didn't want to fuck with me before,"
Yeah.
because you weren't the dude before
Yeah.
that you are now.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
you know what you do? You beat them cheeks down, and
Facts.
then you don't call it back.
I respect
been
it.
telling you
I
that,
respect
bro.
it. I respect it.
That's
Yeah.
what I would do if I was in
Yeah.
that
No, yeah.
situation.
Why
Good.
not? I mean,
Yeah.
if it's falling in your lap,
That's just me.
if it's falling in your lap, you may as well take it.
So, and what about Julia Fox? Do you think they might have a chance dating her?
I mean,
She's not with Ye anymore,
Me?
so he can't even get
Me?
mad at it. Yeah, don't you think?
I said she's Lulia Locks. You know, L's like L.
You think she's an L?
No, I don't think she's an L.
Why?
But I think Kanye's a win, a W. He's Wanye West, and she's Lulia Locks. No disrespect, Lulia, but it's like, you know,
Lulia. What the fuck?
Kanye West.
Oh my god! So you really feel like you can't have like an opinion about anything that Kanye's
No,
got
I
going
totally
on?
have. I have an opinion.
You can't be like,
No, I have
feel
my-
sympathy for Kim or anything.
No. I just think it's none of my business. I don't actually. It's not that I feel like I can't have an opinion. It's that I don't necessarily have an opinion. Like Kim, if you're talking about Kim, like I don't know. I never watched the Kardashians and shit, but
I don't give a shit about
Yeah,
anything about her besides like what I've seen in the news over the
I
course
don't
of the
know
past
shit
couple
about
months.
her.
Yeah.
You know,
Me neither.
I mean, you can't escape the whole Kardashian Jenner name. Like, it's everywhere. You know,
Everywhere.
magazines in the store and shit. Like, you can't escape it. But
I seen Kim in real life one time.
where at?
Wyoming.
Yeah, Wyoming.
That's not where
Kanye's
I, yeah.
ranch.
Oh, you went to his ranch.
Her butt is
Huge.
it's fucking
out there,
massive
out there.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was kind of like, whoa.
I've always kind of been curious, like how she would look proportionally in person.
But that
you
was
know?
the weird thing too, is I've heard her talking about herself on a podcast, describing herself as so thick and like, curvy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I seen you in real life and you look like pretty fucking small
Yeah.
aside from
She
the
got real tiny
modifications
waist, huh?
that you put in there.
She got a real tiny waist.
I don't know. Yeah,
I
but
would
she was
imagine, yeah.
small ass waist, but big old fake ass. And like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there was another time in her life where she was more curvy
Yeah.
because she didn't really occur to me to be curvy at this time.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I was at the 2018 VMAs backstage. I got like, it was like a raffle. you know?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, the luck.
he's grinding, man.
I have good
He has
luck.
such good luck.
I have good luck, and I feel like I don't know. I just end up places.
Yeah.
So 2018 VM. Yo, get this. So I was backstage, right? And before you go through the security, the metal detectors, all that, there's like a long line, double file line. You know what I mean? So like, I look to my left and Juice WRLD's like in the line with me.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But at the time, I knew Juice WRLD. I mean, you got to think he just popped off at that point.
You were in his
2018.
comments?
No,
You didn't know about this yet,
I
okay.
wasn't really grinding the comments 2018, but
So
I
much,
mean, I listened
such
to
a lost opportunity.
yeah. So like, I listened to his music at the time, the hits, because I hadn't caught on big time by the VMAs in 2018 to
Okay.
Juice, but he was to my left, like double file line. So it's literally like this is Juice. You know what I'm saying? So like, we're there for like 10 minutes, and then at a certain point, like security guard or whatever grabs him, and they just go inside, and he performs or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I missed my shot. That's like a regret.
What
know
would
I
you
mean?
have done though?
I mean, fuck, like, Juice, like, what's good, man? You to go no cap. Like, what do you mean? Like, I just wish I could have just said what's up, because
Yeah.
he's gone now,
I
So,
see famous people all the time and I don't say shit to them because I can't think of anything good to say.
I feel like I would be
Just
pretty
say,
good.
just say what's up. Just say hello. You know.
Say to go no cap.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I feel like a douchebag if I was just like, what's up?
Well,
Nah,
don't say
but
it
it's all
like
about how you
that.
go
Yeah,
into it.
Because
yeah.
people come up to
Maybe
me all
take
the
the
time and
shades
say
off.
weird shit.
Oh, what kind of weird shit do you hear?
The other day, a guy came up to me and he goes, "Oh, we meet again." This guy's so. I was in
As if
Vegas.
you remember.
This fool is blatantly coked out of his fucking mind. His shirt was
In
too
Vegas?
tight. Yeah, and he goes, "Oh, we meet again." And I look at him like, for some reason, him saying that to me just made me want to beat the shit out of him. And I'm just
That's
like,
so weird.
what?
Yeah, 'cause it's
And-
like a fight.
And he goes, "Oh, you're stoned." And I'm like, oh,
That's
like,
weird,
Even
bro.
that,
I
I'm
would've
like,
walked
what?
away. I would've walked away.
And then he goes, what was the fucking final line that he had? I
The
can't
final,
remember
like the
anymore. He said
finisher.
one more. Oh no. He goes, "I love your voice," and then he just walks away.
No, that's weird.
God.
No, I wouldn't have done none
I'm
of
like,
that.
I'm really glad we're on camera in
assuming
this
you
fucking
just-
casino because I would really like to smack you for talking to me like that, you weirdo.
I'm assuming you just walked away at that point.
I was playing roulette, so I couldn't even walk away.
Yeah.
That's the worst. He knew you
That's
were
so
pinned.
uncomfortable, man. I don't like situations like
But,
that.
but I get where he's coming from because it's like, okay, he probably watches the podcast or whatever, and he wants to say something to me. Now
Yeah.
he's out of his mind off cocaine, so it's not like a great position to be in to say something to me. But like, I can empathize with how awkward this is because it happens to me all the fucking time. That people
Yeah.
just come up to me and are just like, "Can I have a photo?"
That's crazy.
And
No.
it's like I can tell how
It's-
awkward they feel because I feel it too.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I feel like if you approach somebody like big, like you can't be like on a fan type mentality. You got to approach them like, I mean, we're all normal people.
Yeah,
here,
like, yo,
just
what's
different
up, man?
jobs at the end of the day, and people got to realize that. Like, putting people on pedestals, don't matter who you are, don't matter how famous you are. At the end of the day, we're all people. We all came out of a fucking pussy at the beginning of this fucking journey. Then we're all gonna be dying the same way.
So you weren't a test tube baby.
Nah.
It's good to know.
Nah, I don't think so. At least
Yeah.
we don't know.
I always wanted to be one, but
Yeah, I don't know.
it'd be cool.
But
Okay, so what's your game plan going forward? What's the moves you're planning on making coming up?
I'm gonna keep applying pressure. I'm booking shows. As soon as I get back to Jersey, booking shows, West Coast, East Coast, doesn't matter. Bigger the opportunity, the more likely, you know, I'm finna take it. Like, I'm just trying to put out a music video every week or two with a song and just keep applying pressure, you know? I mean, right now, I guess I'm gonna keep up with these comments right now. But that's not a long run type goal, you know?
Maybe it is. Just keep going forever.
Who knows? I guess I shouldn't shut nothing out. But
you know, I have the ultimate fucking cheat code for that, but I never use it. Is that Drake follows me, so I can.
Does he?
Because you can only comment on his shit if he follows you.
Really?
So he'll have a post with 2 million likes and
crazy.
50 comments.
Yeah.
But I also like I feel
you don't want to
like,
get into that
because if I say something corny, it's gonna really stand out because there's not that many comments.
Facts. He gets like what 30 comments a post.
Exactly.
Something like
but
that.
one time I commented something and he gave me a LOL.
You met Drake, right?
Oh, really? That's tough.
Yeah, I met him one time.
Yeah. Where'd you meet him at?
A battle rap event.
Were you rapping?
No,
Why not?
because I'm not a rapper.
You probably could. Right?
Anyone can rap. That's the new generation of kids. It's like, you're not a rapper? Why? How?
I feel like we could all rap. Like, it's no different than talking. You just got to rhyme the last word.
I can rap. I'm just choosing not to.
I'm assuming you could. So he wasn't battle rapping.
No.
He was just watching.
He was just watching it.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys are fucking insane.
Were there big rappers
like 8 Mile.
battling?
Pretty big.
8 Mile.
Yeah, literally.
Geechee Gotti was headlining this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's pretty much the biggest guy on the West Coast right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's mean as fuck.
Yeah, he's got bars.
He'll talk about your fucking mom, talk about your kids, talk
Yeah,
about
yeah.
terrible things.
I seen you posted. You got like a battle rap thing going on. What is it, every Monday
Maybe
now?
we can get you on there.
Yeah, he could freestyle. He could
would.
freestyle well.
I would
bro.
totally get on here.
Yeah.
I'll fly back out.
We got to get your battle rap credentials up because they're kind of.
What you need me to do? You need me to go in? I'll go to Camden and freestyle. We live there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in the Camden, Philly area.
Wow.
You know, South Jersey.
Now I know you're certified.
Yeah.
Because that's not.
We're not
can't just
from
go
Camden.
there.
We're not from Camden.
But you can go there.
We go there, yeah. But like,
Pretty valid.
yeah, you been to Camden?
I've been all over Jersey. I lived in Brooklyn for like 7 years, so I was over
You say
there
you're
a
from
bunch.
Boston, right?
Outside Boston, but yeah.
I never been to Boston.
Oh, it's the best.
Yeah. I heard that the street signs are confusing. Like, it's like everything's a puzzle. It's like a maze. Like, you can't just turn left. Like, you got to make 3 rights just to make that one left. That's not true?
I don't
Very
like Boston
specific
sports
complaint.
team.
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know.
let me tell you that like any city you go to, parking and like driving in general is
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of confusing until you get going. Like fucking all the signs. When people come to Hollywood, they always can't figure out where the fuck they can park because there's a million parking exempt like ticket. Like you can't park in a lot of areas unless you live there.
It's weird how every big city has their own, reason why it's hard to drive. Like, I've driven through Times Square, fucking 6 o'clock rush hour traffic, and it's just tough because you got to make sure you're paying attention because there's like 2 inches between you and the car behind and in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But like, then you go to like LA and it's difficult because there's red lights and you're catching every red light and people are cutting you off trying to get to that right turn and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Philly's not that bad though. I don't
Philly ain't
think.
bad,
Yeah,
no.
it's not that bad.
Except you're gonna get shot. Fucking
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Philly's
facts.
crazy as fuck.
Philly is
Yeah,
crazy.
no, yeah. I was just. You ever been to Geno's Steaks?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's like one of the steak places in Philly.
Right.
No, I was there eating a fucking steak like 6 months ago, something like that. And there's literally duct tape or what's the caution tape?
Caution
like from
tape, right.
like you ever see CSI and shit?
Yeah.
Like fucking the tape. Like somebody died there. Someone just got shot there like the day before type shit, and the tape was still there.
Wow.
We're just in there eating
Philly-
steaks.
That
Philly
fuck
is
up your
crazy.
mood for the cheesesteak?
Nah, it's Philly.
Oh,
So
dude,
I
those
went into-
cheesesteaks
This
are
dude's a
so
killer,
good.
I
man.
went into that shit knowing what the fuck I was gonna do.
Chili-
that steak
yeah.
was fire.
You
It was
ate
like-
your fucking steak with the smell
Shit
of the
was
dead
busting.
body entering your
No,
nostrils.
there was no dead
Oh.
body, but it was like the tape. But like, no, that shit was fire.
Cheesesteaks are too good, bro.
Whiz, wit, peppers and onions. No other way.
There you go. I
Even
used to
though-
always get cheesesteaks from Wawa, and now people tell me
kinda
that I was
ass.
really blowing it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still get them. I mean, there's like Wawa's every corner. in
If you're
Jersey.
there, it
Yeah,
is
so
what it
like,
is, yeah.
I mean, it's like 24 hours too.
I used to rob that shit blind. I'd be shoplifting everything.
Wawa, bro.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about the West Coast. Like, if I move out here, when I move out here,
Yeah.
like Wawa, bro. That shit hold a
yeah.
special place in my heart. Like,
Yeah, that place
my
is
last
great.
video, like, we shot it at a Wawa.
The milk. That's where the milk comes
The
from.
Wawa milk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
There you
Yeah.
go. That's valid.
yeah, it's valid.
For sure. All right. Yeah. Appreciate you guys coming on. It was a good time.
Appreciate you bringing
yeah,
me on.
man.
Right?
Thank you so
I feel
much.
like they're definitely going to be looking back on this in the Prodbyzaqq
They're
documentary
gonna
one
be,
day.
they're gonna be looking back on this after the Monday rap battles.
I'm ready.
We're gonna be there.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we
Facts.
appreciate you.
Appreciate
man.
you guys,
Yeah.
for real.
Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Prodbyzaqq, No Jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Check us out on YouTube, TikTok, Patreon, all that shit. Like, comment, and subscribe. NoJumper.com if you want to support. Appreciate y'all.
We lit. Thank you,
Yeah.
Adam.
Thank you.